Good morning, everyone. Friday is here. Friday is here. And another edition of Pass Rush Friday is here with it. So, we've got some numbers to go through, we've got some pressure metrics to sort out, and there are some things here that are pretty good. There are some things here that we can take some solace out of, especially knowing that we were missing probably our best pass rusher this year in Darrell Taylor. So, as we go through these numbers, keep a few things in mind. We didn't have Darrell Taylor, probably our best pass rusher. Also, we were playing a Saints team that didn't really have a whole lot going at wide receiver, and they were trying to mostly play ball control, get the ball out of Jameis's hands quickly. And there were a lot of things going on in that game that was working against the pass rush. So the end of video numbers are not going to look amazing. I'll tell you that right off the bat. And you watch the game, you already know. But keep in mind, this was kind of a different game. The Saints, I think, rank, 31st in passing yards or something like that, or at least they did going into that game. They are a team that is trying to, maybe it's passing attempts and not passing yards, but they are a team that is trying to really limit what Jameis Winston can do to hurt them. They're just trying to keep things very simple, and that affects the pass rush you can get. So with that in mind, the good news that I have here is that the defensive end group actually played okay. Carlos Dunlap got a pressure, and he got a half sack. Alton Robinson got a pressure. Kerry Hyder got a pressure, his first half sack of the season. And Rasheem Green got credited with 2 pressures in that game. So after 2 weeks of crap, we actually got some pretty decent stuff from our defensive edge rushers. And again, no Darrell Taylor. So 5 QB pressures from these 5 defensive ends in a game where the Saints aren't throwing the ball 800 times and where they're playing a somewhat ball control type of offense. I can live with that. That's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, there are some lowered expectations here, but I can live with 5 QB pressures in that situation from this positional group. Okay, unfortunately, things dry up very quickly after the defensive ends because the defensive tackles didn't do a thing. Poona Ford, no. Al Woods, no. Monet, no. Kemdichi, no. Collier was inactive. And yeah, that's to their credit, our interior defense did do a good job of containing their running game. So it's not like they were useless. I think that Poona Ford and Al Woods probably both played quality games. But they didn't leave much of an impression in the passing attack. So yeah, not a great showing for those guys in the pass rush. Linebacker, we have one, and it came from Bobby Wagner. He put another notch in his belt. He picked up a QB pressure. Jordan Brooks did not, and Taylor did not play. And nobody else in this list played. Barton, Ballore, Radigan did not see any snaps at linebacker, so they're obviously clean. And you can kind of see the shine come off the apple. The defensive ends started out pretty good in this video, but it dries up very fast when you get nothing from your tackles and only one from your middle linebacker. Good news here, though, we finally got a cornerback pressure. Wow. It's like seeing a unicorn. A cornerback actually got some QB pressure in this game, and it was the guy who I least expected it from, Trey Brown. Trey Brown got in for his first career QB pressure on Jameis, and that was one more than I expected him to get this season. So I don't know if blitzing him is going to become something we routinely do. I thought the only cornerback we were going to blitz semi-regularly was Blair, who is now out for the season. But hey, if he wants to find a way to contribute in this area too, then I will gladly take it. But I don't know if we blitzed any corners other than Brown, and I think Blair might have blitzed once, if I'm recalling correctly. But yeah, we're finally on the board with a cornerback pressure, so that's one. And Jamal Adams is stacking another good performance on top of the previous good one. 2 QB pressures in that game against the Saints. Uh, um, he genuinely did play good against the Saints. No, for once I don't have to apply any caveats to that. For the first time this year, Jamal Adams looked like one of the better safeties in the league. And At this point, it seems kind of pointless to even talk about because the season's burning wreck, and Jamal Adams' lackluster play in previous weeks is part of the reason why that is. But for whatever it's worth, he is playing better now. And like I said in yesterday's video, whether we like it or not, Jamal Adams is going to be here for at least another season after this one, maybe two. So just sitting here and talking about how much we don't like him and how much we regret that trade is not going to help. I think it's reasonable to say that Jamal Adams is starting to play some very good football. These last couple weeks, he has left an impression on me. Quandre Diggs, no pressures because he doesn't blitz. And that's it for safeties, and that's it for the team. So we end up at 9 QB pressures. That doesn't look that much better than the previous 2 weeks. We had 7 against the Rams, 7 against the Steelers. But given who we were playing, given the situation, given the conditions, given who we were missing, I feel like this is a step in the right direction. It's sad that we're here, don't get me wrong. It is depressing that we have to celebrate a game where we got 9 QB pressures. I was expecting to hit double digits with ease in every game because I believed in the core of pass rushers that we had. But I think this at least represents some trending in the right direction. This was a low-scoring game. The Saints stuck to the run even though they weren't having very much success with it. And a decent chunk of their passes were the quick little checkdowns and dump-offs and stuff like that. So I'm not too upset about this. Again, this is definitely a situation where if I were to look at a game like this with my preseason expectations, I would definitely go, what is wrong with this team? Why aren't we getting pressure the way I wanted to? But it's okay, you know. I was happy to see guys like Dunlap and Hyder get on the board. I know some people are probably upset at those guys for not playing as well as some people expected, but it was cool to see them actually bring a quarterback down for once. God, that sounds like such a backhanded compliment, and I didn't even mean it, but I can't help myself. Like, it's just weird to talk about this team right now. And that's going to do it for this video. That was quick, but at the end of the day, I can only talk about what I can talk about with this team. And that's all they really gave me to talk about. It was a decent game from the pass rush. It was an improvement over the last 2 games, but it is a far cry from what I was hoping we would get in the offseason. And if I had known that this was the pass rush we were going to get, then I probably would have been far more pessimistic about the state of this team going in. We already have more losses than I thought we were going to have the whole season. Well, I will talk to you guys later today. We've got more videos coming out. We will probably do a stream to discuss the white pill. So if you haven't seen my white pill video, go watch it because there's going to be a test later. Well, no, but we're going to talk about it later, and you're going to want to bring your notes for that one. So see you guys later. Go Hawks. Hey, couple days until kickoff, right? Blue Friday. Let's go. It just doesn't feel the same when the team isn't winning, but we're fans all the same.